Before Rolex, before Patek, before the world even understood what a wristwatch truly was, there stood one, a name not just etched into history, but woven into it, gear by gear, second by second. It is the oldest continuously operating watchmaker in the world, founded in 1755 in the heart of Geneva, Switzerland, not by royalty nor tycoons, but by a humble young craftsman with silent hands and relentless dreams. His name was Jean-Marc Vacheron, and his vision would quietly set in motion a legacy that would outlast kingdoms, empires, and even the rise and fall of entire eras. He was just 24 years old, with a wooden bench, firelit tools, and a heart full of precision. Jean-Marc began his journey. No factory, no investors, just a single-room workshop, and a desire to master time itself. He lived in a world still being shaped, Europe on the edge of revolutions and transformation. And in that chaos, Jean-Marc offered something rare: structure, harmony, and craftsmanship. He carved balance into the disorder, and slowly, a reputation began to grow. But it was Jean-Marc's grandson, Jacques-Barthélemy Vacheron, who would dare to dream even bigger. He wasn't just a craftsman, he was a visionary. He looked beyond Geneva, beyond Switzerland, and believed their creations deserved a global audience. But he also knew he couldn't take that step alone. That's when destiny introduced him to Vacheron Constantin. Energetic, persuasive, and business savvy, Constantin didn't just understand timepieces, he understood people. In 1819, their partnership was sealed. With it came a name that would soon echo through the annals of history: Vacheron and Constantin. And from François came a sentence that would become more than a motto: do better if possible, and that is always possible. These were not marketing words. They were a philosophy, a discipline, a challenge to everyone who would ever wear the Vacheron badge. Together, they sent their watches across continents, from the elegant salons of Paris to the grand palaces of Russia, from the courts of Ottoman sultans to Indian Maharaj. Vacheron Constantin became a name not just of prestige, but of permanence. In 1839, they made a revolutionary move, hiring Georges-Auguste Lechot, a mechanical pioneer. Lechot developed machines that could standardize watch components without compromising precision. He didn't just change Vacheron, he changed horology. While others relied on inconsistent hand assembly, Vacheron moved toward innovation without abandoning artistry. Inside their workshops, time was not rushed. Guilloche masters traced spirals onto dials with diamond-tipped tools. Enamel artists painted miniature worlds with brushes thinner than a strand of hair. Watchmakers built complications, minute repeaters, moon phases, perpetual calendars, with the patience of poets and the focus of surgeons. By 1889, they unveiled a pocket watch with both a chronograph and a perpetual calendar, unthinkable at the time. In 1906, they opened their first official boutique on Geneva's Quai de l'Ai. It was more than a store. It was a temple to their philosophy. And when the era of wristwatches began, they didn't resist. They adapted beautifully. Through the 20th century, Vacheron Constantin remained a lighthouse in stormy seas. Wars, revolutions, market crashes, they came and went. But Vacheron endured. Their style evolved, from the bold lines of Art Deco to the smooth curves of mid-century minimalism. In the 1950s, they launched the Patrimony collection, pure, balanced, and timeless, a tribute to restraint and elegance. In 1977, they launched the 222, a luxury sports watch designed to bridge tradition and modernity. It would later inspire the Overseas collection, a symbol of Vacheron's global vision and adaptability. But what makes Vacheron unique isn't just what they build, it's how they build it. Unlike flashy brands, Vacheron Constantin never chased fame. Their timepieces never needed to shout. They whispered, to those who understood, to those who didn't need to be convinced. In 1979, they unveiled the Callista, a timepiece encrusted with 118 emerald-cut diamonds, set into white gold. Over 6,000 hours of craftsmanship. It wasn't just a watch, it was a monument. And in 2015, to celebrate 260 years of uninterrupted creation, Vacheron did the impossible. They released reference 57260, the most complicated mechanical watch ever built. 57 complications, over 2,800 components, 8 years of development by 3 master watchmakers. It was not just a tribute to their history, it was a statement, a declaration that they were still at the summit of watchmaking. Over the years, their timepieces have graced the wrists of history's greatest figures: Napoleon Bonaparte, Pope Pius XI, Harry Truman, Princess Diana. Even Abraham Lincoln is believed to have owned one. But to Vacheron, fame was always secondary. What mattered was legacy and the sacred duty of honoring time itself. Today, their workshops in Geneva still hum with life. Generations of craftsmen and women pass down secrets like heirlooms. Every tool, every desk, every motion is part of a rhythm that hasn't changed in centuries. Some spend months on a single complication. Others dedicate years to mastering enamel. Each piece that leaves the workshop carries their fingerprints, their breath, their pride. In a world addicted to speed, Vacheron stands still. In a time of mass production, they remain personal. They refuse shortcuts, refuse automation for the sake of cost. They believe that time deserves better. Their motto still holds: do better if possible, and that is always possible. It's more than a phrase. It's a way of life, a daily reminder to strive, to improve, to respect the craft. And if someday you find yourself holding a Vacheron Constantin, pause, feel the weight. You're not just holding a timepiece, you're holding the vision of a 24-year-old in 1755. You're holding history older than electricity, older than the Eiffel Tower, older than modern democracy itself. And when you bring it to your ear, listen, that ticking, soft, rhythmic, eternal. It hasn't stopped. Not through wars, not through revolutions, not through the passage of centuries. Because Vacheron Constantin is not just about measuring seconds, it's about honoring them. If you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend watching this next one. It's just as powerful.